Dear student, in this lecture I will discuss about variables and list and various operations in the list. In Python generally there are three kind of variables we can define. Basically, first thing let me define a equal to 25 and the value 25 will be stored in the a, and whenever you want to call again a will be giving the value of 25. Similarly, b equal to, let me assign a string to the b, hi, it will throw the error. Yeah, name hi is not defined. To store any character or string for a particular variable, you have to give them within the double quote. Now shift enter, the value will be stored in the b. Now we can call b again, hi, and similarly let me store a value of float c equal to 19.5. Shift enter. Now you can call the value of c again. Similarly, you can do summation or multiplication in the Python. For example, you can multiply a multiplied by b, c. Similarly, you can add a plus c, and let us check what happens if I'm going to multiply numbers and the string. So a multiplied by b. What is observed is a, it is a b is multiplied by c times. What is the a times? A times. A value is 25. So a value repeated for 25 times. Okay. Now I will talk about list. Suppose I have the want to store the variables, different variables in a bucket. In the Python, we can store them in the list. For example, let me give data. Data equal to, the bucket is also called as square bracket. Okay. Now I want to store name Ram. Whenever you want to give a character or string, we have to give within the double quote. Ram, comma, his age is 18, comma, and his height is 19.175 centimeter. Like that, I have stored data, various data, three data in a bucket called list. Shift enter. Okay. Now, if you want to call Ram from the bucket, what you can do is, that is called indexing in the list. Data, open a square bracket, give 0 and close the square bracket. Again give the shift enter. So Python have case sensitivity, so I have to give the capital T. Shift enter. Now in Python, indexing start from 0. So it is 0, this is a 1, it is a 2. Now if I want to call data, second one, I have to give 1. Okay. Shift enter. The second value, but as per the Python, it is the first indexed value is 18. Suppose I want to call from this value to this value. For that, data, I want starting from first value to all the value. For that, give colon, close the bracket, shift enter, it will throw the value of 18 and 75. Okay. Suppose I want, let me create a big number of data I am storing in the bucket 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close the bucket. It is a square bracket. Shift enter. Suppose I want numbers to be displayed from the 6 to 10. So here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Index for the 6 is, again I will repeat it again. I want to find the index for the 6. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me check it back. Data 4. It is 6. Okay. Now I want to call from here to here. That means I want to pick the numbers from 6 to entire numbers. Okay. For that, data, open a square bracket, 4 to all the number. Yeah, I have to close the bracket. Shift enter. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Suppose now I don't want to call all the numbers. I want to call only from 4 to 5. Okay, let us check what happens. Data 4 to 5. Close the bracket. It again throws the 6 alone, because the last indexing we are giving, always Python will subtract a number minus 1. To call to 5 to 6, what we have to do is data 4th index to 6th index. Shift enter, it throws 6 and 7. So remember, after the colon, whatever numbers gives, it is a minus 1. Python will consider. Okay. Now, suppose I want to call data from here to here. So index for 10 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I will give colon 9, close the bracket, shift enter. So it throws, starting from here, it throws all the numbers. Okay. Similarly, I can call, suppose here what I have done is I counted number one by one to find the index of the final number. The simplest way is, if you want to find from the last number, data minus 1, it will throw the last index number. Shift enter, it throws 10. Now let me do it here. Data minus 2, it will throw number last from second. Now data minus 1 to all the number. Close the square bracket, because I don't have number after the minus 1. Now let me put it in other way. Data minus 1. Just speculate what will be the output. Shift enter. You can check. It neglect the last number. That means I told you in Python, it always consider the last number, subtract minus 1. So minus 1, it indexing minus 1 plus minus 1, it become minus 2. You start from here. Okay, and let me do it here again. Data 1 to 2. Just speculate what is the output. It is not, let me put 0 to 1. 0 to 1. 1. Speculate what is the output. It should be 1 alone. Yeah. So what happened is, it is minus 1. Okay. So what I have done is, I just introduced what is the variables. Generally, we will discuss about 3 variables. One is the string or character. Always string need to be given within the double quote, and it is an integer, it is a float. Then after introducing string, it is a very different kind of variables. Now I want to store those variables in the bucket called as a list. So list can store mixed variables. It can store the character, it can store the height, in the integer, it can store in the float. Yeah. And once we store the data, how to pick a value from the list, I discussed through the slicing, and it is a indexing. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.